Y'all look at this ponytail. Baby. Baby. Woo! Yes! I didn't think it was gonna pop off. Start with this color.
Now, as far as my makeup look, I just try to go through and replicate the look as close as possible. I use a really deep burgundy, like on the crease, and then on the outer corner, I use a real chocolatey burgundy color. And then I went in with a hot pink and overlaid it with like a silver. And that's how I was able to come up with this look. I did use the Huda Beauty Rose Gold palette. That's like one of my favorite palettes of all time. You guys know I use it quite a bit. And then I just went ahead and did me like a really, really strong liner, you know, everything to pop out. I am actually falling in love with this look, and I'm kind of getting out of my comfort zone with doing this. So I hope you guys really enjoy it, because I try to do something new. And as far as my gloss, I don't really wear too many shiny glosses, so I didn't have any at my house. So I just went ahead with like a nude and try to make it pop out as glossy as possible. So, you know, I try to improvise, do a little improvisations, girl, little imperfections, you know. But comment below if you guys are still tuned in. Thank you for freaking watching, girl, because I look, that's a cutie right there.
So this is my finished look. So now I'm about to go ahead and apply my ponytail and come back, and hopefully I'll make Cardi B by that fucking time, honey, because girl,